Good morning, and welcome to our Zoom worship service. We preface our service by acknowledging that the land on which our homes and our church were built was not uninhabited when European settlers arrived here with their ideas of conquest and ownership. For those of us who live in Moscow, Pullman, or other nearby communities, we live on the ancestral homelands of the Nimipu, called Nez Perce by the French-speaking traders, the Palouse, and the Shitshumsh, called the Coeur d'Alene. If you are joining us from another place, I encourage you to discover who inhabited or moved through the place where you now live in the times before colonization and genocide. We pause and remember that we live on ground that is sacred, ground that was stolen, ground that cries out for justice and for responsible stewardship. May our remembering help us find the courage to do our part to restore wholeness to the earth and all her peoples. And now let's join our voices together for our words of welcome, our unison chalice lighting, and our sung affirmation. So go ahead and say these words with me. Whoever you are, wherever you've come from, whatever your beliefs, whomever you love, and however bumpy your life's journey, know that you are welcome here. We're hoping that everyone has a chalice or a candle to light and something to light it with. Let's light them together now.
Hi, I'm David Nelson.
I'm Nancy Nelson.
And I'm Kate Nelson.
In the light of truth and the warmth of love, we gather to seek and seek to share.
From all that dwell below the skies, let songs of hope and love arise. Let beauty, truth, and good be sung in every land by every tongue.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, and poor in spirit actually translates as humble here, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. So those are the Beatitudes, and I'd venture a guess that you've all heard them before. This is the version captured in the Gospel of Matthew, part of the Sermon on the Mount. What Jesus is doing here is offering a blueprint, almost like a mini instruction manual for how to be a good human, or at least a good Christian. Because similar lists show up in multiple Gospels, scholars believe the odds that are good that he actually did say something along these lines, using words that were appropriate for that time and place. And here we are now, 2,000-ish years later, and while some of the phrases are a little confusing, the core concepts, I think, stand the test of time reasonably well. It's still good, in my opinion, to be humble, meek, merciful, and loving. It's good to hunger for justice and work for peace. It's even good to mourn, because experiencing grief is a natural consequence for letting whatever or whoever we are mourning matter to us. Still, it's fun to wonder together, if Jesus were alive today, what words would he choose to offer these guidelines for living? And even more interesting, what words would we choose? But let's start by singing. This is Gather the Spirit.
Gather the Spirit, harvest the power. Our separate fires will kindle one flame. Witness the mystery of this hour. Our trials in this light appear all the same. Gather in peace, gather in once again. Gather the spirit of heart and mind, seeds for the sowing are laid in store, nurtured in love and conscience refined, with body and spirit united once more. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy now and then, gather in hope, compassion and strength, gather to celebrate once again. Gather the Spirit growing in all, drawn by the moon and fed by the sun, winter to spring and summer to fall, the chorus of life resounding as one. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy now and then, gather in hope, compassion and strength, gather to celebrate once again.
Blessed are they. What are the qualities of mind, heart, and spirit that lead us down a good path? Is it better to be rational or intuitive, open-hearted or level-headed? Should we strive to be independent, or does the capacity to be vulnerable and ask for help indicate a different kind of strength? Blessed are they. What does it take to live a good life? Is it more important to be generous or frugal? It's clearly best to tell the truth, except when that truth is hurtful or harsh. We want to be kind, but we don't want to be taken advantage of. Blessed are they. Things are so complicated and the future is uncertain. How do I find my way? Come back to the breath. Come back to balance, to center, to the sense that I am exactly who I am meant to be. Take one step, then another, doing the best I can. Because our faith teaches all are blessed and all are beloved. There is no right way, just the right way for me, the true way, the way that has integrity. When I move from the core of my being in harmony with my own deep knowings, the way appears one step at a time. In the silence, let us connect with who we are. Let us remember, blessed are you. Blessed am I. Blessed are all. Blessed are you who can question your own assumptions and listen with an open mind. You will receive new insights beyond your imagining. Blessed are you who suffer the attacks of others to stand up for what is right. You will not be alone, for your courage will inspire others to rise. Blessed are you who build friendships as well as justice. Even when you lose an issue, you will have strengthened the foundation of your community. Blessed are you who take delight in people. You will not be bored in meetings. Blessed are you who agitate the placid waters of complacency. You will create waves in the inertia of privilege and will know the thrill of riding the surf of change. Blessed are you who lead with enthusiasm and confidence, resisting the temptation to shame the apathetic or self-absorbed. You will inspire curiosity and hope in others. And blessed are you who play as well as work. You will have more fun, build more energy, and will draw the powers of the impish to your cause. Blessed are you who ask for help in your role as leaders. You will find teachers at every turn, and your work will remain interesting and alive. Blessed are you who, when wrongfully attacked, find safe outlets for your righteous rage. Your mind will be clear, your decisions strategic, and your progress will not be derailed by the backlash of the fearful. Blessed are you who do not demonize your opponents. Your eyes and your hearts will be open. Blessed are you who sing and dance. You will find energy and joy to lift you on your journey. Blessed are you who offer thanks and praise fivefold for every critique. Your children will want to visit after they're grown. People will want to serve on your committees, and friends will be interested in your opinions. Blessed are you who study the rhythms of history. You'll have knowledge with which to shape the future. Blessed are you who work in coalition rather than in principled isolation. You will meet great people, learn things you didn't realize you needed to know, and have partners for the journey when you are in the lead or in need. Blessed are you who volunteer to be secretary and take good minutes. Your words will become history, and your efforts will move steadily forward rather than running absent-mindedly over thoroughly discussed ground. Blessed are you who discover, train, and encourage young leaders. You will see your work expand and grow beyond your own time and talent. Blessed are you who can change your mind. You are still alive. Blessed are you who will not let the perfect be the enemy of the good. You will see progress in your lifetime. Blessed are you with an active spiritual life. You will find perspective and comfort in times of loss and betrayal, and will rise without cynicism to meet the challenges of a new day. Blessed are you who live from a place of gratitude, for you will know the meaning of life. In the Christian tradition, blessings are used for 4 different purposes. First, to offer praise, which is to describe things or people with admiration and love, like giving someone a compliment not on how they look, but on who they are. Second, to express a wish or a desire that good things would happen for someone. Third, to name something as sacred or holy, important, to imbue it with special significance. And fourth, to designate a gift of love. So when we say, I give you my blessing. To bless is to praise, to worship, to honor. When we name something or someone as blessed, we lift it up as something or someone that matters. Humans have been doing this since the first ritualized burials, which archaeologists have dated to about 7500 BCE. But what we choose to bless, what we choose to name as important and holy, matters too. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "A person will worship something, have no doubt about that. We may think our tribute is paid in secret in the dark recesses of our hearts, but it will come out. That which dominates our imaginations and our thoughts will determine our lives and our character. Therefore, it behooves us to be careful what we worship. For what we are worshiping, we are becoming. What we are worshiping, we are becoming. Whatever it is we choose to bless, we choose to pay attention to, choose to hold as sacred, those things will become signposts on our own journey of being human and becoming." To understand the original Beatitudes, we need to take the context into account. In the Middle East, 2,000-ish years ago, the powers that be demanded veneration. So they were the ones that were deserving of blessings: the priests, the nobles, the kings, the rich, the powerful, the wealthy. And they'd in turn sometimes graciously offer their beneficence to the lowly common people, often for a price. And along comes Jesus with this radically countercultural set of values. It's not the rich and powerful who are worthy of a blessing, but the humble, the meek, those who grieve, and those who thirst for righteousness and work for peace. The spirit of the Beatitudes is not to cultivate a holier-than-thou mindset among believers, but to redirect people's attention to those in need. One of my favorite versions these days is Nadia Bolz-Weber. Here's her version of an updated set of Beatitudes.
Blessed are the agnostics. Blessed are they who doubt, those who aren't sure, those who can still be surprised. Blessed are those who have nothing to offer. Blessed are they for whom death is not an abstraction. Blessed are they who've buried their loved ones, for whom tears could fill an ocean. Blessed are they who've loved enough to know what loss feels like. Blessed are they who don't have the luxury of taking things for granted anymore. Blessed are they who can't fall apart because they have to keep it together for everyone else. Blessed are those who still aren't over it yet. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are those who no one else notices, the kids who sit alone at middle school lunch tables, the laundry guys at the hospital, the sex workers, and the night shift street sweepers. Blessed are the forgotten. Blessed are the closeted. Blessed are the unemployed, the unimpressive, the underrepresented. Blessed are the wrongly accused, the ones who never catch a break, the ones for whom life is hard, for Jesus chose to surround himself with people like them. Blessed are those without documentation. Blessed are the ones without lobbyists. Blessed are those who make terrible business decisions for the sake of people. Blessed are the burned out social workers and the overworked teachers and the pro bono case takers. Blessed are the kind-hearted NFL players and the fundraising trophy wives. And blessed are the kids who step between the bullies and the weak. Blessed is everyone who has ever forgiven me when I didn't deserve it. Blessed are the merciful, for they totally get it. You are of heaven, and Jesus blesses you.
Nadia's pretty awesome. So, what about Unitarian Universalists then? This may be a bit of an oversimplification, but we could say that the Unitarian side of our heritage might lead us to say, blessed are the rational, the strong of character, the righteous, the independent. Meanwhile, the Universalist side points us toward a more challenging option. Blessed is everyone, no exceptions. Blessed am I, blessed are you, blessed are our neighbors, even the boneheaded ones. Blessed are people who mess up, make mistakes, which is all of us. Now, believing that I'm blessed is actually kind of hard for me. I mean, I try to maintain an attitude of gratitude generally, and I feel lucky and privileged beyond belief, but when it comes to seeing myself specifically as worthy of praise, it's an ongoing struggle. To speak in the language of my native New England, sometimes my inner critic is wicked judgmental. Now, I know that the right path is to quiet that voice and to honor myself as a precious being worthy of love and care. And when I can do this, it becomes easier to take care of myself, body, heart, mind, and spirit. I'm able to move through the world believing that I deserve these good things that fill my life and days. And it seems like more good things happen too. Or maybe I just pay more attention to the good things. If I'm looking for reasons to be miserable and afraid, it's easy enough to find them. But if I look for reasons to be joyful, then I find more of those. When I can see myself as blessed, I'm able to forgive myself when I make mistakes. I'm able to accept imperfection as part of the human condition. I give myself the space and the grace to breathe. I understand that the most important thing that I can do is stay committed to my own learning, growth, and becoming. I actually put my own oxygen mask on first, instead of sacrificing myself for the sake of others. I think this practice of blessing is important to start. I think it's important to start this practice of blessing with ourselves, because we can't offer blessings to other people if internally we feel like our love, our gifts, they're unworthy somehow, unworthy offerings. But then once we've mastered that, we can make the choice to see everyone else as blessed and worthy of blessing. Now, I've long understood that every single person on this planet has something unique to offer, something only they can teach. And when I'm able to relate to folks from that understanding, there's a caliber of listening and relating that's simply delicious. It's so easy and effortless to find a genuine connection. I find myself feeling genuine appreciation and warmth toward just about anybody. Which doesn't mean that people don't get on my nerves sometimes. But the practice I use to work with those nerves is twofold. First, I assume that the reason they drive me nuts is because they embody characteristics that I'm afraid I have. And so I take the time when I'm irritated by a particular person's behavior to ask myself, what are they reflecting back about me that I don't want to see? Second, I bring a gentle curiosity to their story. Why are they behaving in the way they are, that way that I find abrasive or annoying? If I can get to the bottom of that mystery, more often than not, I feel this sense of compassion and softness growing. And when I bring that to the relationship, it typically shows. The anxiety goes down and the problematic behavior gets less intense or less frequent or even goes away. See, most dysfunctional or unpleasant behaviors are a result of trauma. They're coping strategies for dealing with pain, uncertainty, or anxiety. It is so very human to fall back on patterns of behavior that helped us survive, even when those patterns in the current context are annoying or even harmful to our relationships in the present. Which begs the question, what about the people who actively caused us harm or have harmed people we love or care about? Can we offer them unconditional acceptance, affirm their inherent worth and dignity? And can we do that without denying or minimalizing the harm that they've done? Is it possible to offer a blessing to people who have done evil things? Now, this is tricky stuff and important work. When someone causes harm, it's natural to want to lash out and cause harm in response. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But when we do that, and we all do it sometimes, we betray our essential nature, our essential goodness. You remember that old parable about the Buddhist monk and the scorpion? Two monks were washing their bowls in the river when they noticed a scorpion was drowning. One monk immediately scooped it up and set it upon the bank. In the process, he was stung. He went back to washing his bowl, and again the scorpion fell in. The monk saved the scorpion and was again stung. The other monk asks him, "Friend, why do you continue to save the scorpion when you know its nature is to sting?" "Because," the monk replied, "to save it is my nature." Our nature is to be helpful, loving, and kind. Our nature is to feel empathy. Our nature is to care for one another. So when we lash out, we're betraying our best selves. So what do we do with rage, pain, justified anger? We express it We protect ourselves and others as best we can by setting and enforcing clear and firm boundaries. And we trust the larger process of collective evolution. When we say, blessed are our enemies, what we're doing is wishing for them a reconnection with their essential nature. We wish for them the ability to accept responsibility for their actions. We wish for them a desire to make amends. We accept them as flawed humans, and in doing so, we take away some of their power to cause harm. See, life is messy, and community is messy, and love is messy, and being human is incredibly complicated and very, very messy. But also, everyone is blessed. No exceptions. We're all blessed, and we're capable of blessing others. We're all beloved, and we're all capable of loving. We're all healed, and we're both in need of and capable of healing. We're all flawed and confused, overwhelmed and angry, grieving, failing, losing. But we're also all perfect in our imperfection, beautiful, worthy, and whole. And all of this swirling mess is what it means to be human. So I'm going to offer my own sum it all up beatitude. Blessed are the humans who are willing to be in the mess together, to embrace all of life with no exceptions, for they will learn and grow wise. They will find joy and resilience and inner peace. Their lives will matter. So be it, and blessed be. Our closing hymn today is When Our Heart is in a Holy Place.
When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is
A Blessing for Risk Takers and Failures by Robin Tanner. Blessed are they who fall in the mud, who jump with gusto and rip the pants, who skin the elbows and bruise the ego, for they shall know the sweetness of risk. Blessed are they who make giant mistakes, whose intentions are good, but impact has injured, who know the hot sense of regret and ask for mercy, for their hearts will know the gift of forgiveness. Blessed are they who have seen a D or an F or a C or any letter less than perfect, who are painfully familiar with the red pen and the labels as less than, for they know the wisdom of the imperfect. Blessed are they who try again, who dust off, who wash up, who extend the wish for peace, who return to sites of failure, who are dogged in their pursuit, for they will discover the secret to dreams. Blessed are they who refuse to listen to the naysayers, for their hearts will be houses for hope. Blessed are they who see beyond the surface of another, for they will be able to delight in the gift of compassion. Blessed are they who stop running the race to help a fellow traveler, who pick up the fallen, who stop for injured life, for they shall know the kindness of strangers. Blessed are they who wildly, boldly abandon winning, for they shall know the path of justice. Please say with me the words to embody the flame. We extinguish this chalice that it might glow gently in our hearts. May it light our paths as we leave this place, and may it guide our way until we are together again. Blessed are you, beloved. Blessed are we all. We get to decide. We get to choose what we see as blessed and what we see as beautiful, and to see the broken and the sad and the challenging as equally important, equally valuable, fills our life with a richness of experience that really can't be found any other way. So I love you. I offer you my blessing. I wish I could hug you in person. And those of you who want to stick around for coffee hour, just stay. And those of you who are ready to go in peace.